I'm going to talk with him for a minute about mindset. What is a proper mindset for a van lifer? You know, person who lives out of a van, travels around, or stays put in a local area. You got a mindset. Are you thinking of yourself as a van dweller? Are you thinking of yourself as a van lifer? What is it that you're actually aiming to do? What's the real point? Why do you want to live out of a van or live in a van? Have you bought into the idea of being a van lifer, watching all these videos, people doing their build outs, making special, really to me, a lot of them, they just look like RVs. Okay, taking a van, an old van, or a new van and building it up to like a really nice RV. Is that what your goal is? Do you want to live in a van? Really? Is that what it is? I don't think so. Maybe some of you, maybe you personally, maybe somebody you know, maybe that's what it's really about. Maybe you just simply want to downsize and have a small space to live in, a home on wheels. Maybe. But I think there's something deeper than that. I think the proper mindset for a van lifer is to perceive yourself as someone who travels. You go where you want to go when you choose to go. You do what you choose to do because, well, that's what you want to do. That's it. I'm a traveler. I go places. I do things. I'm exploring the world. I'm seeing what's out there. That's the proper mindset. Excuse me. That's a proper mindset, in my opinion. Myself, that's what I did. I didn't actually think of myself as a van lifer or a van dweller when I was 19 and I first moved into a van. I was simply thinking, I'm traveling, I'm looking to see what's out there. I wanted to learn about life. I wanted to see the geographical locations. I wanted to see the mountains. I wanted to see the beaches. I wanted to see the creeks, the rivers, the highways, the big cities, the little cities. I just wanted to see what was out there and who was out there. But why was that? Well, for me personally, and maybe for you, it might be similar, it has to do with the background, where I grew up, the way I grew up, the people I listened to. You're probably influenced some by the people you listen to as well, especially during your early childhood years and in your teenage years. Me, I had a dad, or I still have a dad. We all have a dad. My dad's still living, fortunately. But when I was a teenager, he was talking all the time about traveling. And he said two basic ways to do it. One, you join the military, you go where they tell you, when they tell you, you see the world. The other option, he said, you get in your vehicle, you go someplace, you stop and you work a while. Then you go someplace, you stop and you work a while. And he was always talking about picking cotton. I don't know, maybe he was reincarnated, maybe he was a cotton picker in a previous lifetime, or maybe just infatuated with picking cotton. I don't know what the deal was on his cotton picking thing. But one time I was driving through Texas back in the 80s. I saw a cotton field. So I stopped, I pulled over, and I picked a piece of cotton. Just because he was always talking about picking cotton. So anyway, but that was the thing. I was traveling. I was seeing what was out there. I was experiencing life. I didn't think of myself as a van lifer. This van life thing is new to me. Now granted, I've been living out of a van all combined probably 15 years. First time in 1979 for a few months. Then again, it started in 1981 or 1982 for a couple of years, and then lived in a house for a bit, an apartment for a bit, and then moved into a van again, and then lived in a house again, then moved back into a van again, and actually somewhere along the way, I was sleeping in a car. I lived out of my car. I had a pickup truck one time, a small Toyota pickup truck. I lived out of a Toyota pickup truck. One time I had a Chevy Metro. If you know how tiny Chevy Metros are, I lived out of a Chevy Metro. Another time I had it was a big Buick LeSabre. Lived out of a Buick LeSabre. Another time I had some kind of an Oldsmobile. I don't remember what it was. Something Oldsmobile. So there was different types of vehicles. Not always a van. I had a 67 GMC van, a 1971 Chevy van, a 1975 Chevy van, a 1985 Chevy van, a 1970 something, maybe a 72 Dodge van. Currently got a 1996 GMC van. I previously had a 1993 Chevy van. So I had different vans different times. But it's never been about living out of a van. It's always been about traveling for me. So in my opinion, the proper mindset, and again, this is my opinion is the proper mindset is you're living a lifestyle of adventure and you're traveling. You're traveling to see what's out there. You're traveling because you enjoy traveling. The van or the car, whatever you sleep in, it's just simply something to sleep in as you go around and see what's there. And then what do you do when you get there? Well, sometimes you stay and you work a while. Sometimes it's for a week or two, sometimes it's a month or two, sometimes it's for a year or two. It varies. You go someplace, you work a while. Then you go someplace and you work a while. You build up some cash and you just go place, and then you go someplace and you go someplace, you go someplace, and you burn up the money that you have. And then when money starts getting low again, well, you stop and you work a while. But what are you really doing? Is it all about a van? Is it about living out of a van? Really? Seriously? I don't think so. It's about life experiences. Travel. Go somewhere. See what's out there. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the adventure. So what is a proper mindset for a van lifer? You decide what it is for you. For me, it's about travel and adventure and seeing what's out there. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.